Hey guys, so the other day my friend asked me, "How do you feel about Asians?" And so that made me think, and I started going ham on my ham later that night because I was just thinking about Asians. They were on my mind, and so I was thinking, why don't I make a video like the top reasons why I love Asians? And I was thinking of what like the downsides are. They kind of just expire after a certain age, like maybe after 30, and they're really mean, and I don't like that. So, all right, so the reason that they might be super mean after a certain age is maybe it taps into their samurai DNA. So I don't know if you guys know, but Asians are actually, like genetically related to samurais, which is that's pretty cool. I wish I was a samurai, and I looked this up, and so yeah, it's like when they get older, maybe like they're like, oh, I'm a samurai, I'm gonna be really mean and stuff. And if you've ever seen like an old Asian person, sometimes there's like nice Asian people, but like old nice Asian people, and those are the best old Asian people. But mean old Asian people, like maybe if you waved at them, they wouldn't wave back, and they would probably give you a face, and maybe they'd flip you off or something. Maybe they wouldn't flip you off. That'd be really mean. Maybe if you were like a really mean Asian, you would do that. But I just mean mean Asians. I've never been to Asia. But I don't know who like wants to go to Asia. Like all the chuds, like yeah, Chud Nation. They're like, yeah, I want to go to Japan because that's where anime is. Um, if I was the president of Asia, which I think that's like Kim Jong Un or something, I would probably lock away all the mean Asian people, like the old mean Asian people, so they can't be mean to anybody. And then we would only have the fresh meat, like the young Asians, like the freshmen and stuff or whatever. I don't know. Maybe you're a 40-year-old dude watching this video, then you probably shouldn't be watching this video, and you probably shouldn't be looking at young Asian girls. But if I was a 40-year-old dude, maybe I would be looking at young Asian girls. I saw this show called Rent a Girlfriend. It's like an anime. I mean, I didn't see it because I'm not like a 40-year-old dude. I think that's what 40-year-old dudes are watching. Um, but I think in Japan you can do that because like how would he think of that if you can't do it in real life? So maybe he based that show off of real life, and you can rent them in Japan. So I'm gonna look that up actually. So you can actually do that, and it says for like a 2-hour date, it could cost 13,000 yen, which is 82 US dollars. So, like if you're in Japan, that's $13,000, but if you're in the US, it's only $82, which that's kind of like a hack. Like that's like a glitch, like maybe like because it's way cheaper here because like if you were a Japan person then it would be like $13,000, but since we're in the US it's only $82. So like maybe you could rent a lot of girlfriends with that money because like they're gonna be like, oh shit, I gotta pay $13,000, but you're like, oh, I gotta pay $82, which is way cheaper than what they have to pay. So another thing is you kind of have to be like the ideal Asian male, like yeah, you have to have a wolf cut basically, and like a beautiful face. So, I'm gonna be a little bit of a cuck boy here, and I'm gonna throw up an image of like what I mean by that, the ideal Asian for like an Asian baddie. So yeah, as a chud cell myself, I do not meet that criteria. I'm a little fat chud, and I don't look anything like that. So I don't fit that criteria. I can't be with an Asian. Uh, but maybe like that 1 in a million chance would happen where they would be like, "Oh shit, dude, that guy's an ugly ass chud." I kind of feel bad for him, so I'm gonna like ask him out or something, and then I would dump them as soon as they're 30, because then they'd be really mean. All right, yeah. So if you're over 30 and your wife's over 30, and she's Asian, you need to wrap it up, Unc. It's time to find a new wife. She's really mean, and honestly, when I see people like you and like they're really mean, and that makes me feel sad. I don't like when they're mean to me, so yeah, just wrap it up.